तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः. We were discussing on meditation. Meditation is where we empty our mind of all contents and fix it on God. Fill our minds with God. Fill our awareness with God. Awareness controls mind, senses, all our layers of existence are governed by our awareness. Suppose I am intensely aware of my exams. I don't see many things which is happening in front of my eyes because my awareness is associated with the exam and fear of exam. So, my awareness controls even my senses. My thoughts, actions and feelings are controlled. Not only that, even my perceptions. At subtler and subtler level, my awareness. If awareness is filled with divine, if my awareness is filled with God, then my thoughts will be divine. My actions will be divine. My perceptions will be divine. Everything will be divine, in which world and worldliness are absent. So, what is the content of your awareness? You have to keep on watching. What is my awareness? Where is my awareness? What is filled in my awareness? Prajna. So, practice meditation in solitude. When the tree is young, it should be fenced all around, otherwise it may be destroyed by cattle. Especially first few years of sadhana, one must be extremely careful. There must be somebody to guide, control, force. Sometimes it is necessary that they must exercise their force on us. When we were brahmacharis and joined mutt, everybody used to comment, everybody used to guide, everybody used to, almost all seniors. One person will come and tell and go something. Another Swami when I meet, another instruction, another direction. Be like this, don't do like this, stand like this, sit like this. All this guidance. If there is no spiritual aspirancy within us, we will get hurt. Every comment will hurt us. If there is spiritual aspirancy, longing for God, asking, then immediately you will imbibe it in the right spirit and put it in practice without resistance, without opposition. With total acceptance for everything, because they are seniors who have passed through all those experiences. We are yet new. They are afraid that time may go away. Afterwards, any amount of telling will not help. Once the time is over, then everything is over. So, in the beginning, the cattle should not graze and go away. A small plant, so it will be fenced. This, Sri Ramakrishna says, meditating on God in solitude, calling on God, singing the names and glories of God, all these are fencings, which you can never open or leave any place. Fencing means, today I did not do japa, already it has entered. A coffee at least has entered. Today I did not do meditation. It can never happen in the life of a sadhaka. I did not meditate today. I did not give offering to Thakur. That can never happen. Because it is his life, it is his profession, it is his existence. Without God I cannot exist. So without spiritual practices, the disciplines what I have to follow every day, that if there is a leakage in the discipline, then we will be slowly, one day, if you leave physical exercise, it becomes a habit of leaving the exercise. Now and then we start missing it. Maybe that you are doing continuously without fail for few months. One day something happens, you fall sick and you don't do. Next day you will not feel like doing. Slowly there is a slag, then slowly it stops off. So there we see, we exercise. If you are sick, in that sickness whatever exercises you can do, you will have to do. Suppose you are sick and bedridden, what spiritual practices you can do lying down on the bed? Call on God, do japa, ask someone to come and sit and read for you. But you will not miss your spiritual practices because you are sick. There will be a loophole from where the Maya is entering to stop your sadhana. So it must be very, very, that is cattle grazing away. And it has to be done with total dedication. See, when we sit for meditation every day, especially in the early days, I used to say, I will have to do 1 hour meditation. If you allow the mind to go away for few minutes on some other subject, it becomes next day sitting meditation and thinking of things other than God will become a habit. We revolt to minds going anywhere other than at the feet of God. We sit for meditation and tell my mind that I am going to think of God. All doors are closed. There is sufficient time, other time for thinking of other things. Sitting for meditation, I am not supposed to think of anything other than God. So when we sit for meditation, otherwise it will become a habit to think of all things other than God at that time. Last you will see, you are simply sitting every day and getting up. Either entering into sleep or entering into other thoughts. 1 day concession. So we revolt and see that 1 hour is spent in thought of God at some other time. If not, I would see, suppose 10 minutes over that I did not think of God, 10 minutes extra I have to sit. Then the mind will. That is not allowing the cattle to graze away. When you are young, you have to go in solitude. Solitude means what? Separation from the world, separation from old memories, separation from all other engagements, duties and responsibilities, separating from the relationships that we have, all things pertaining to nature, finally separating ourselves from the bodily existence. And independent of all things, of the nature, of the things around, of the duties and responsibilities, my individual self, independent of even bodily existence, I relate myself to God. This is meditation. So, this we have to see that in solitude, the moment you say solitude, you are separating from the rest of the things. So, it is solitude. Otherwise, it is not solitude. You may be amidst all people. There you can find solitude. See what terms he uses, Thakur, and what it means. When the tree is young, it should be fenced all around, not living anywhere. Means when you do japa, do japa. When you are doing dhyana, do dhyana. When you are doing bhajan, do bhajan. No other things. When it is young, should be fenced around, otherwise it may be destroyed by cattle. To meditate, Sri Ramakrishna is continuing, you should withdraw within yourself or retire to a secluded corner or to a forest. ध्यान करबे मने कोने बने मने कोने बने. To meditate, you should withdraw yourself within yourself. Within yourself, mane. That is, you have the senses are withdrawn. Mind is withdrawn from the external world. That you are not able to hear a person talking by your side. Your whole attention is fixed and focused on the divine within. That is withdrawal. Asana, pranayama, pratyahara. Withdrawal is pratyahara. Withdrawing yourself from all external things. Withdraw yourself, mone, in the mind, withdraw yourself. Retire to a secluded corner, kone. House is there. You don't have a place of your own. You don't have a room. But some corner of your house where people do not usually go. And such places you can go and sit. I saw one boy where they used to store wood for firewood. That room, only once in the morning somebody will go, take out wood and put for fire, for bathing water. After that nobody enters into that. It is a zunk-like place. He used to go and sit there for meditation. One corner he will sweep and then go and sit. So, one day one boy wrapped himself in a corner, in a mat and slept off. Whole house they were searching. He is there only, where the mats are kept. He has rolled himself and lying down there in that amidst mat. So nobody could recognize he is there. They searched the whole house. They started searching here, there, outside. After a long time, they heard sound, snoring sound. Then they recognized. Like that. He has searched the right place. Like that for meditation also. You will search a corner. Retire to a secluded corner or to the forest. Forest, where human existence is not there. And you should always discriminate between the real and unreal. Important thing. Two things must be constantly in your mind: impermanency and uncertainty of this world. These are the two main factors which support our viveka. All that happens, all the story will end one day. Impermanent. Whatever you see, childhood is gone, youth has disappeared, one by one things are going away, wealth come and go. All things has an end. Fine buildings will collapse one day. However strong it is, it will go away one day. So everything has an end. So is our life too, has an end. Somebody says something, somebody says observe something and comment something. What for? If it was real, if the world was real and eternal, we could have done. Sri Ramakrishna tells, if this world was real and permanent, I would have covered whole of Kamarpukur with gold. But it goes off. So, impermanency and uncertainty. Tomorrow what is going to happen? A young couple came a couple of days before with a small boy, school-going boy. The father I was requesting them, intensify your sadhana. God has given everything now. Intensify sadhana, intensify. He said, yes, Swamiji. I am constantly aware of impermanence of this world. People come and go. We see young children are dying, college-going students are dying, middle-aged are dying, old age are dying. For death there is no time, there is no space, there is no age. Death can come any time. I am aware of it and I am doing my best to finish my task early. So this is the understanding. Two things, impermanency and uncertainty. If you clearly understand these two, then you will not bother about anything. Oh, it is like tomorrow I have an exam. How will be the state of mind? Tomorrow is exam, tomorrow is exam. Same thing. Nothing tastes, even nice food prepared. Mother has prepared something, fine dish. It is not at all tasting. Tomorrow is exam. Like that it will be. I have no time to spare. Somebody comes to fight, somebody comments, oh, I have no time. I have no time. This is between real and unreal. One devotee, a disciple of Mother, Ask Holy Mother, is it sufficient to do japa? Will we realize God by doing japa? Mother says, no, my child. You will do japa and also do vichara. Japa will take you forward. Viveka, vichara will release you from the world. Without getting released from the world, without getting released from the ego, without getting released from the body awareness, you cannot enter into spiritual world. These three bondages, attachments to world, attachments to body and attachment to ego, doesn't allow us to turn inward. So vichara, japo korbe, vicharo korbe. You will do japa as well as you discriminate. Sri Ramakrishna is telling discrimination necessary. Discriminate between the real and unreal. God alone is real, the eternal substance. How do we define real? Real means it should not disappear at any time. Trikala abhadita. Not it is there in the that was there in the past, it is there in the present. It is going to be there forever. Something happened in the morning, it is not there now. How do you call it real? If it is real, it should have been here now. It has gone. Every event, every incident is a passing show. You cannot hold it, you cannot store it, you cannot keep it. It is passing. God alone is real and eternal substance. That is, at all times and beyond time, He is there. Time appears in God and disappears. All else is unreal. That is impermanent. Again, He is clearly making it the term. Unreal means I am seeing. I am seeing this. How can I call unreal? Because it was not there earlier. It is not going to be there after some time. So that is unreal. Impermanency we call. Because of the impermanency, we call it unreal. Many things you see which are unreal. For example, dream. Dream you experienced. Elephant was there in your room. You experienced it. But when you wake up and saw, only you were there. Elephant was not there when you experienced also. Room itself was not there. So when you experienced, all that you experienced need not be there. And all that you are not experienced need not be unreal. God, you never experienced God, but you can't call it unreal. All exist because God exists. All happening is there because all the image is there because mirror is there. Mirror can remain without image. Image cannot remain without mirror. If image is there, mirror is there. If world is there, God is there. By discriminating, thus, one should take off impermanent objects from the mind. I go on discriminating, but do not renounce between real and unreal. This is real, this is unreal. This is real, this is unreal. Unreal, immediately you have to renounce, take away from the mind. Hold on to God. All other things, attend to all duties of life. Live whatever is necessary for your sustenance. Make all arrangements. Morning, getting up, cooking your food. All things you have to do. Going and earning. like all animals and insects. They get up, go for grazing, picking up their food. We too have to go and pick up our food. By cultivation or by working, some means. Otherwise, by begging, moving from door to door, some means to sustain your life that you have to do. These are unavoidable things. Do it as an offering to the divine. You have given this life, you have given a body, you have given the hunger, you have given the life. I am sustaining it. For your sake, I don't want anything from this world. I want you. When spiritual awakening takes place, much of your strain will go away. You feel completely secured because there is no more seeking in the world. And wherever you see, whatever you see, whichever person you see, there won't be difference between person and person because they are different sizes of bulb, different shapes of bulb. Light alone is there in everything. Bulb was made for light and we kept the bulb in pockets and moved about without seeing the light. Child was a light, father was a light, mother was a light, friends were lights, but we saw only bodies. We did not. Mother never loved her child, seeing the spirit. But there were mothers, like Madalasa, who saw the spirit and loved. So, a stage comes in your life that body becomes just a nimitta for spirit to express. It is spirit expressing through body. So, at that stage, you are safe. And finally, you are ultimately safe that Maya cannot touch you anymore only after you cross Vishuddha Chakra. From form to formless you are going. You are transcending the form. You transcend your own form and the form of God also. From personal, you move to the impersonal. After that, there is no more fall in the life of a sadhaka. It is not the end, but it is, you have entered into the realm of spirit, totally, leaving the realm of Prakriti and realm of Jiva. Jiva Tattva, Prakriti Tattva, you have crossed and entered into Shiva Tattva. After that, there is no fall. Sri Ramakrishna says, once you cross the Vishuddha Chakra, you are safe, totally safe. After spiritual awakening, unless you forcibly indulge in the world, there won't be slipping down at all. Because the spiritual awareness is so strong and internal joy and peace cannot be replaced by external any kind of joy. Neither masala dosa nor ice cream can give you, or good sleep can give you the joy that is spontaneously flowing, the love that is constantly flowing within, the divine presence that constantly existing in your heart cannot be compensated, or even a fragment of it, fraction of it is not seen externally. It is internal. Wherever you see, wherever you touch, wherever you smell, wherever your senses perceive, everything will be senses perceive. It will be divine. So, discriminating, one should shake off impermanent objects from mind. From mind, you have to release. Only hold on to the God, firmly, the eternal, unchanging reality, the ocean of bliss, peace, love, absolute, again and again. Absolute. We are getting, with great difficulty, a drop of joy. You may get whole of your life by struggling with all objects of enjoyments. You may get just a drop of joy, where there is ocean of bliss within. Joy is different from bliss. Bliss is the one which doesn't have an opposite word. Ananda doesn't have opposite word. Sukha, dukkha is there. Each one, grief and happiness. Joy and sorrow, opposite words are there. Opposite. Bliss doesn't have opposite. Bliss is